Closing your eyes, finding a comfortable position, resting your palms face up on your lap, and relax. Feeling the center of your heart open and connecting to that heart flame in the center of your heart. Sending that flame down into the core of the earth, connecting to the core of the earth. Bringing that flame back up through your heart, up through your crown, sending it all the way up to the highest plane of source. Bringing that source flame back down through your crown, back into your heart. Visualizing a platform of light below you and a temple of light surrounding you. Bringing a pillar of light through your body, from source to the core of the earth. Inviting your higher self to be present and giving permission for your higher self to work on you on all levels for your highest and best. Giving yourself permission to receive what you're here to receive and release what you're here to release. And if you give me permission to also work on you on all levels for your highest and best, you can say yes in your heart or out loud now. So the first thing we're going to bring forth is the highest perspective from Source on the right use and relationship to have with technology itself, with artificial intelligence, with our cell phones, our laptops, with social media platforms, and all forms of technology, just calling forth the highest energetic blueprint of how to be in right relationship with everything just mentioned. If this resonates, say yes. So showing every aspect of our being how to be in relationship with our technologies, our phones, our social media platforms, and everyone that we connect to through these technologies, through source field, through unconditional love and wisdom, and through the intuition of our higher self. If this resonates, say yes. And now let's call forth the highest perspective to really scan, to see if any aspect of our being, of our psyche, of our ego has gotten addicted to checking our messages, to any specific social media platform, to going to our phone in idle moments and unconsciously scrolling. Any of these addictive patterns, if any aspect of us has fallen into said addictive patterns, we ask Source to show us everything we needed to learn from having those addictive patterns, such that we can now let them go, evolve, and graduate beyond them, and be able to have divine restraint when it comes to unconsciously going for our phone, checking our messages, or scrolling, such that we can do so with divine intention, precision, and from intuition. And if this resonates, say yes, open, and receive. And visualize white light flowing from Source, filling your field and aligning you to the highest way to connect to said technologies. Downloading the divine restraint needed to have the discipline to not check the phones or the messages when we're not guided to, truly. And to have the right framework for how and when to use social media, not to fill any voids within ourselves, but rather to overflow, connect, serve, and come into greater alignment with what we truly require, whether that's information or connection, but from a place of wellness and wholeness within our own being. If this resonates, say yes. Anywhere where there have been collective distortions, agendas, energies, beings, people, groups, negative agendas that have connected through technology, through social media, through our phones, into our energetic field or any aspect of our being or any aspect of the fear that we're holding within. We ask that all of these connections, ties, circuits, implants, energetic cords be dissolved on all levels, as we now download from Source Perspective how to be immune, invulnerable, and invincible to said frequencies and cordings, such that we can use our phone and technologies and social media platforms without getting hooked or energetically drained. It's safe and possible for us to receive this, and we know how to do this now. If this resonates, say yes. We are most susceptible to being energetically drained when we're using our technologies unconsciously. Mindless scrolling without specific intention and guided intuition is one example of this. And so let's have Source show us how to live our day-to-day lives without going unconscious with our technology, without mindlessly scrolling, and to call in the source perspective and definition of having divinely guided, precise actions with our social media. So when we are guided intuitively, for example, to scroll, we are filtering for exactly what our intuition is showing us that we need to receive. And we're filtering everything out with precise energetic intention. We know how to bring that intention through. We know how to use that intention when using our technologies. And we choose to do this now. If this resonates, say yes. So let's call forth the source perspective of self-acceptance, of what it feels like to have belonging, what it feels like to have connection, what it feels like to have family and friends and love and deep nourishment. Let's call forth source perspective and definition of these things. We know what it feels like to have these things within us, and we know how to co-create them from a place of wholeness and wellness within. If this resonates, say yes. Any ways that any aspect of us or any part of us that has felt malnourished or wounded or lonely has been using social media to fill a void or distract from a feeling or responsibility that we have, or to block ourselves from facing a fear, etc. We now get source perspective of how to healthily feel our feelings, face our fears, own our responsibilities, and being congruently embodied within our beings without having to distract, overlay, or fill any voids with social media or technologies. If this resonates, say yes. And now we can come into divine right relationship with technology, releasing any of the old cords, hexes, spells, energetics that are between us and tech, and any AI intelligence as well, that we can come into the highest divine relationship, releasing all old energies, vows, agreements, spells, curses, contracts put upon us, knowingly or unknowingly, so we can have the highest blueprint of our divine right relationship with technology, with AI, with all social medias and beings through social media now. If this resonates, say yes. Visualize our hearts overflowing with love, gratitude for the opportunity to be connected to one another through technology, through social media, and choosing to love technology, love AI, love social media, love everyone that we're connecting to, and choose to be in this harmonic frequency of guided, intuitive, precise intentionality when using technology. Giving thanks for technology, loving everything that we've covered today, and integrating and sealing this work on all levels for our highest and best. If this resonates, say yes. Thank you. Coming back into your field of awareness, into your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And so it is.